What's up, Spartan fans? Anthony Romo here with the head ball coach of the Boardman Spartans, DJ Dota. Our week 4 interview this week. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So coming into this week, a game against a Howland team that has struggled a little bit offensively coming into this week. They're 0-3. They played a good Hubbard team last week, but they do have a very good running back in Marco Masucci, who I was able to be in attendance last week, and he was able to break off a couple runs. Just talk about the skill set of Howland. They have a couple guys that have some explosive playability.
Yeah, they have the wide receiver, like wing guy. He hits a lot of their big plays for him on the jet and the counter sweep. And then, Masucci, he'll break off a couple runs. He gets out in the open. He can run. He's a guy that we definitely have to contain as he carries the ball, because I think if he gets to the next level, he does have, good enough gear to take it if we don't fit the ball very well. So, we've talked all week to our guys about, containing the football, playing downhill fast, and we've got to do a better job. Last week we just didn't win the line of scrimmage. So that's something that we've really focused on all week. This week is we got to win the line of scrimmage up front on both sides of the ball, and then just, defensively as linebackers, we got to play downhill. And in our secondary, we got to do a great job of keeping our eyes, understanding where he is, because of the different types of formations they do. They're not a big formation team. They run a lot of plays. We got to do a great job of containing him as a ball carrier.
And Coach, we've talked about on our past weeks, you really emphasize on just controlling what you guys can control.
Mm-hmm.
You're a big preparation guy. How much film study do you think you guys really have during the week? And then how much does that incorporate onto the field?
That's something we took to a whole nother this week. We've watched definitely more film with our kids than we have in the past weeks. So it's a little bit easier when we're in school. And then, 1 week we're like half in, we're half out. We weren't in school for 2 weeks, and then how long are you going to make those days? But now we have a different luxury of the way our school schedule is and everything. So we've actually already watched 3 days of film with our kids. We're going to do that a fourth day again tomorrow. So, it's us transitioning, understanding, okay, these are things we're seeing throughout the week, or, hey, we're watching our own selves. These are things we need to improve on. So, that's huge in preparing your guys. I mean, you got to show them different ways, different learning styles, different ways to learn. And I think we've done a pretty good job adapting as we go here. Again, we're all learning each other. It's a whole new system, a lot of new coaches, different school schedules, just all kind of different things coming together. And we are adapting as we go. And, those adaptions are improvements to what we needed to be to make us the best football program we can be.
Then, of course, you don't want to lose any games throughout the season, but facing two very tough teams in the first 3 weeks, and Cheney and Maslin Jackson, how big do you think games are like that as a coach to really prepare you guys and kind of get them into that season form when right out of the gate you're playing some very tough programs?
Yeah, I mean, I think our first three opponents are really good football programs. They're great challenges for us. We're going to learn a lot about ourselves, and then, we got guys banged up. So the next guy's got to step up. So that's just a part of what football programs do. I've talked to our guys, every week is a new learning, it's a part of our journey. And, it's not where we're at right now. It's where we're at week 10. We want to make sure we're improving every single week, getting better, and adapting to things that we see. And I think that when you face the type of teams we do, again, I've talked to our guys, I think I've said this before, if you don't bring your A game, you're going to be in trouble. We really lost field position in our first 3 or 4 series. It killed us. Last week, we put ourselves in our own bad situations, and then it was hard to recover. But there's things that we learned about ourselves as a football staff, all being new, and, a football program overall. And then they're just our kids and learning to adapt. And I think it's good. It's those things that you learn from, and then you can move on and make improvements. And, these are things we need to really focus on more at practice. We've been a lot more physical at practice than we have been, and it's just something that we're raising to see how far do we got to push our guys to get the best out of them on Friday nights.
And I think something that kind of the fair weather fan would not recognize about this Boardman Spartans team, you've mentioned it multiple times, Now that we're in week 4 of the season, can you feel that you guys are starting to get a little bit more comfortable into the season group? Because you've mentioned how this is their third head coach, their third kind of system in their last 3 years. And obviously, you would know as well as anyone, that takes some time to get used to week in, week out.
Yeah, and there's no excuses. I'll talk to our guys all the time. We're adapting as we go. Sometimes we as coaches in meetings, we have frustrations about what we're doing, but at the same time, we got to learn, like, this is their third or fourth offense in 3 or 4 years. This is their third or fourth defense, their third or fourth head coach, and what they're trying to sell and what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? So you're getting all these things, and now you're trying to get a bunch of guys to believe and do things. And listen, I think those guys are doing, and I said it last week, I think our kids are believing in what we're doing. It's just going to take longer just because of the situation. But I'm proud of what our guys have done. We're pushing buttons. We're pushing our guys to be the best players they can be. They know every day that, we got a little bit of tough love that's going on, but at the same time, we're trying to get the most out of our players. And if we don't get the most from our best, we're going to fail everyone on our football team. So I feel good where we're at. We just need to keep improving each week and learn, take new experience and learn from it and move on.
All right, well, thank you for joining us here tonight, Coach. Big game this week against the Howland Tigers. That'll be this Friday night on YSN Live. Thank you for joining us, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.